This is one of those laptops that looks simple on the surface, but the deeper you go, the more over-engineered it starts to feel. At first glance, it's just another ultra-thin 14-inch premium notebook. Clean design, minimal branding, lightweight profile. Something you'd expect to slide into a bag and forget about until you need it. But then you start looking at what's actually inside, and it becomes clear this isn't playing in the basic Ultrabook category anymore. The display alone sets the tone. A 4K OLED touchscreen panel that instantly changes how everything feels. Text is razor sharp, blacks are genuinely deep, not that washed out gray you see on lower panels, and colors have that rich, controlled saturation that makes everything from videos to simple UI navigation feel elevated. It's the kind of display that makes even routine work feel slightly more premium than it should. The build matches that same philosophy. Extremely thin profile, but still solid in hand. No flexy, hollow feeling. Just a tightly constructed chassis that leans heavily into portability without giving up the premium feel. The finish adds a subtle visual identity without turning it into something loud or distracting. Under the hood, performance is driven by the Intel Core Ultra 7258V processor paired with Intel Arc graphics. This isn't positioned as a gaming powerhouse or a heavy workstation. Instead, it's clearly built for modern productivity workloads, AI-assisted tasks, and efficient multitasking. And in real-world use, that direction makes sense. Everyday tasks feel instant. Apps open quickly, switching between workloads feels smooth, and multitasking with multiple browser tabs, documents, and creative tools doesn't slow the system into hesitation. It stays responsive in a way that feels intentional, not accidental. A big part of that stability comes from the 32 GB of RAM. That level of memory in a thin laptop changes how long-term usage feels. Instead of constantly thinking about closing apps or managing system load, everything just stays open and ready. Then there's storage, which is surprisingly aggressive for this category. A total of 3 TB combined storage split between a high-speed internal SSD and additional expansion means this machine isn't just fast, it's also built for volume. Large files, project libraries, offline media, backups, it all fits without immediate compromise. The keyboard experience leans toward comfort and precision. It's backlit, evenly spaced, and tuned more for long typing sessions than flashy feedback. Nothing overly dramatic here, just a reliable input experience that stays consistent over time. Security features like fingerprint authentication are built in cleanly, allowing fast access without breaking workflow. It's one of those features that disappears into the background because it just works every time. Thermals are managed surprisingly well considering how thin the device is. Under normal workloads, it stays nearly silent. Even under heavier pressure, fan noise is controlled rather than aggressive, which matters a lot for a device meant to be used in quiet environments like offices, libraries, or travel situations. Battery life sits in the realistic zone for a 4K OLED-powered machine. It's not trying to exaggerate endurance numbers. Instead, it delivers a balanced full-day experience depending on usage, brightness, and workload intensity. With optimized settings, it holds up well for productivity-focused users. What stands out most is not just individual specs, but how the system feels as a complete package. This is clearly built around a new generation of computing direction, where AI integration, cloud workflows, and high-efficiency hardware matter more than raw benchmark chasing. Features tied into Copilot-style assistance and system-level optimization are part of that shift. So instead of focusing on being a traditional, power laptop, it's leaning into being a responsive, intelligent productivity machine. That shift changes how you evaluate it. On paper, it's easy to list specs: 4K OLED, Core Ultra 7, 32 GB RAM, massive storage, AI integration, but in actual use, what matters more is consistency. The way everything stays smooth under load. The way the display enhances everyday interaction. The way the system avoids friction in multitasking environments. That's where this device is strongest. Of course, not everyone will fully utilize everything it offers. The combination of ultra-high resolution display, large memory capacity, and expanded storage is more than what a casual user might need. But for users working in content creation, professional productivity environments, heavy multitasking setups, or AI-assisted workflows, the headroom becomes valuable rather than excessive. In the broader laptop landscape, this represents a clear trend: thinner devices are no longer defined by compromise alone. Instead, they're being designed to maintain premium performance levels while still prioritizing portability and efficiency. The trade-off is no longer obvious. It's more refined, more balanced. And that's what makes this machine interesting. It doesn't rely on one standout feature. Instead, it builds its identity through consistent execution across display, performance, memory, and design. It's not trying to replace a desktop. It's not trying to be a gaming rig. It exists in a very specific space, high-end portable productivity with a strong focus on visual quality and AI-ready performance. And for the right type of user, that combination hits a very specific sweet spot.